Okay, so today we are going to be doing a kind of random recipe. You are in my cupboard, just so you know. I am moving in a week today, so 7 days. That's why this is a mess. Not Boomer, he's not a mess. But anyways, I'm trying to use up a bunch of stuff that I have in the cupboard. Kyle's at work today, so which means that I can make stuff that I really like and don't have to cater to necessarily him. Not that I do all the time, but sometimes he's like, oh, I don't like that. But anyways, okay. So, I just bought these barbecue wings, meat-free barbecue wings from Gardein last week. They are sweet and tangy. However, they come in the package not dressed, and they come with the package of this barbecue sauce. So I am actually going to leave this barbecue sauce for the rest of the pack when I want meatless wings sometime, and just use this fake chicken and cut it up. I just put it in the microwave to kind of defrost it. These are noodles, rice noodles left from a HelloFresh package that I don't know why I didn't cook the noodles, but I didn't. Kyle doesn't really like rice or noodles, so that's why we're doing this. We have a little bit left over of drippy peppers, red, yellow, and orange peppers, and an onion. That's pretty much all I have for vegetables. I don't have broccoli, I don't have cauliflower, don't have beans. Wish I did, but I don't. But we're just going to be using what I have in the cupboard. So let me pop these on the in the water that's boiling right now, and I will be back. Okay, those noodles have been on the stove for about a minute now. They're going to cook super fast. They're almost done. So I'm just going to really quickly whip up some kind of sauce. So I am going to first put in my sesame oil. I don't know, a couple tablespoons of that. You really don't need that much, but I'm doing it anyways. Some pureed garlic because I'm lazy. There's not much left in this, but hey, here's another thing that I don't have to move with me. So that was like, I don't know, a teaspoon or something. I'm going to put some agave. You can put like maple syrup or brown sugar if you want it to be sweet. I just like rarely use this, so I'm just going to throw a couple tablespoons in. Some chili peppers, chili flakes for a little bit of kick. Just a little bit. And then some soy sauce. And then that should be enough. And then I'm just going to whisk it together with my whisk. Okay, don't know where the whisk is, so I'm going to stir it together. And that should be pretty good. And now these should be done. Yeah, pretty much done. I'll be back. Okay, those rice noodles cooked for probably about 4 minutes in total. So this has been pretty quick. I'm just going to add my onions to the pan. Oh, I need to turn this back on medium heat. My peppers. I don't like peppers, but I'm just trying to use them up. So I'm not going to put too many in there. And I would prefer to have like definitely broccoli in this. But you can put, you know, any vegetables that you prefer. And then I'm going to add my fake chicken chunks. And then just like, let's move this around a little bit. I didn't put any oil in the pan because there is going to be oil coming from the sesame oil in this little mixture we made, so I should be putting a little bit of water in here actually. Let me get something. Alright, so I put water in this because it was empty. A little bit of water. Woo! So now it's garlic water. So we don't lose any of that flavor while this cooks a little bit. You can put some extra oil if you want. Anyways, my phone battery is about to die, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this has been cooking for a couple minutes. You can see the onions are a little bit soft. The peppers are soft. So now I'm just going to add the sauce in. This is probably a lot of sauce, but it will cook down a little bit. Off camera, I did add about a tablespoon more agave just because I wanted it to be sweeter. It was a bit salty. So this has been like cooking for less than 10 minutes. It's super cheap. You can definitely do this. I haven't had this before, just so you know, but I'm going to try it. I think it's going to be good. But you can also do this if you don't want to use these chunks. You can also use TVP chunks, which are textured vegetable protein chunks, and they're super cheap, probably a lot cheaper than the Gardein stuff. So I'm sure that you can cook this entire meal for under $5 for probably 2 people. I'm just going to come back and add my rice noodles. So I did not run these under water, so they didn't separate. So they did separate. So they would have separated, but I didn't do that. So they're together a little bit, but if you don't want them to stick together, then run them under some cold water. I want them to absorb some of that sauce, so I'm just going to stir that in. And I'm also going to stir in some spinach. To get some greens in there. Can probably get more. And this is pretty much done, but I will be back. Okay guys, it's all finished. This is how it looks. I did put some sesame seeds on there because I love them, and I love them with like Asian. I don't know if this is Asian or not. I don't know if Asians will be offended that I made this, but I think it looks good. I have not tried this. I have not made this before. Like I said, I just was using stuff in my cupboards in my fridge and my freezer because I'm moving, and I'm not moving into my own place next time. So I just don't want to let it go to waste. So let's just try this. Oh yeah. Yeah, tastes just as good as I thought it was going to be. Let's try some of these soy chunks because I don't think I've ever had these before. Yeah, those are pretty good. Next time I make this though, I definitely will use TVP just because it's like so inexpensive and you don't have to freeze it. You can just keep it in a little jar. I'll show you mine. This I just got from my bulk food store, TVP chunks. Super cheap. You just have to kind of soak them to rehydrate them. But anyways, this was one pan, less than 15 minutes, probably less than $5 for 1 or 2 people. Like this stuff is just pretty dirt cheap. And you can use what you have on hand. So I hope you guys try this. And if you do, let me know. And if you want more recipes, let me know because I love to cook. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good night. Bye. Hi guys, I pretty much destroyed that. It was really good. I'm full now. There's still some left, but it was so good. I'm definitely going to be making that again. But I just thought of a gluten-free substitution. So because there's rice noodles in it, it's easily gluten-free if you just don't if you just don't put in the fake chicken, if you put tofu instead, or just don't put any kind of meat substitute, like you just leave it veggie, then it's gluten-free. And if you don't want the rice noodles, you can easily substitute it for chow mein noodles, which aren't gluten-free, but that would also be delicious as well. So those are just a few substitutions for that. And if you didn't want to use the agave, you can use maple syrup or brown sugar. I just used agave because I rarely use that bottle of agave and I wanted to use it up, and it honestly tasted really good. I've never made that sauce before with the chili flakes, and just added just a little tiny bit of heat, which is perfect for me, but if you want more, you can obviously add more. It was so good, and like I said before, I would prefer if this had like broccoli in it or beans or something like that, but this is all I had. Even like shredded carrot actually would be really good in this too. But anyways, I hope you guys try this because it was really good, and thanks so much for stopping by. Okay, bye.